Hello everyone, this is Winter Tradition. This is Yukiko, your beautiful host. Today we will be talking about different forms of theism. Yay! First form of theism we will talk about is perhaps one you are all familiar with, which is monotheism. Monotheism is the belief and worship of only one deity. Some religions that are monotheistic are Christianity, Islam, any sort of Abrahamic religion such as that, although some forms of Hinduism are monotheistic. Polytheism is the belief that there is more than one deity, although it is not just a belief in George. It is not just the belief that there are multiple deities, but that there are distinct pantheons available to us, such as the Roman pantheon, the Greek pantheon, Norse, Egyptian, that sort of thing. There are different types of polytheism. First one is hard polytheism, which is the belief that there are multiple gods and goddesses, and that they are distinct and separate entities, each one of them. So Ares is not the same as, what's another? Zeus, or Demeter isn't the same as Hecate, that sort of thing. Soft polytheism is the belief in multiple gods and goddesses, just like the other one. However, soft polytheism is the belief that all gods and goddesses are one whole, they're all one divine. So that there is, like, you can call upon Demeter or Hecate or Isis, but in reality those are just specific portions of the one feminine divine. Whereas Ares and Zeus and Odin, they're just small portions of the male divine. There are even more sects of polytheism. One is henotheism, which is the belief that there may be more than one deity, but you only worship one. Kanthenoism is another sect of polytheism, which is the belief that there are multiple deities, but you only worship one at a time. So you don't worship, if you do worship more than one at a time, they are both equal. So Demeter is no less than Hecate if you were worshiping them both at the same time. This is something that a lot of Wiccans tend to do, is that the feminine divine, the goddess, and the masculine divine, the god, are both equal and they're both worshipped. Kanthenoism is also something that I tend to lean towards. I worship one deity at a time. Like I have one altar specific to a deity, or when I'm doing a ritual or a spell, I'm calling upon the energies of not multiple goddesses or gods, but of a specific god or goddess for that purpose, such as Hecate for general magic and spells, Demeter for earth-related magic, that sort of thing. Monolatrism is the belief that there may be more than one deity, but only one is worthy of worship. And according to Wikipedia, it is generally an assumed idea that Christianity used to be monolatrism, like a monetary religion, but then it just ended up being monotheistic. So then there is pantheism. Pantheism is the belief that the physical universe is the equivalent of the divine, and that there is no real separation between the creator and what they created. Theism is the belief that there is at least one divine god or goddess that created everything, although they do not alter the plans of the physical world. So things such as miracles and that sort of thing, like supernatural things, don't really come into play if you are deistic. So something I genuinely notice a lot about pagan community is that they also believe in a form of autotheism, which is the belief that the divine is within ourselves. We are a part of the divine, or we are divine ourselves. This may come across as like selfish and self-centered to some, but in other ways, it's also sort of a selfless thing, seeing as that if we are um, partially divine, then everybody is partially divine, and we're all divine creatures that are connected to the main divine. Autotheistic views also mean that you have the duty of becoming divinely perfect. This is, for example, Jesus from Christianity, or Buddha from Buddhism. They are considered like autotheistic because they are divine. They are divine beings that are divinely perfect in a sense. This one's mostly a Christian idea, but it's eotheism. I believe I'm saying it right. It is the belief that a deity is wholly good or benevolent. Theism is kind of pagan, I suppose. It's the belief that a deity is not wholly good and might even be evil, so they're both good and bad. There's a balance. And I'm not really sure if this even contributes to any sort of religion. It might be to Luciferian, but I won't say it is, simply for the fact that I do not want to offend anybody. But it's monotheism, which is the belief that a deity is completely evil. This might be contributed to the Christian concept of Satan or Lucifer. So I don't know, maybe somebody can tell me like just exactly what religion would even be called monotheism. So that'd be awesome. But yeah, this is the end of this whole video about theism. Yay!